Hello and welcome to our third edition of Straight from the Cockpit. I'm joined today by my lovely co-host Joanna.
Hello, I'm the co-host and Bermude. I'm with the helicopter right now.
So today we're going to have a great episode. We're going to discuss the blast that happened at the Manila International Airport. It's crazy.
Yeah, that will be good topic for me.
So,
can't wait.
So stay with us. We'll be right back for our third episode of Straight from the Cockpit. Back to Straight from the Cockpit.
Here we go. The topic again. Mr. Vermoon said about the blackout. What a dark place. What a dark area. What you can say about that?
It's crazy, I tell you. It's an international airport. How can they not have backup?
More than 14,000 people waiting in the airport in the black area.
Oh
my God. Yeah, I've been to many places already. I've been traveled as Filipina. I think that's a shame. A shame.
Yeah.
A shame. Me, for as a feminine woman, I can sleep at the floor outside waiting for my flight and all delayed.
Yeah, they delayed what, 82 flights and
82
all the people.
Flights and for international, then I can cancel. How about
she's going to?
Yeah, and it will be. How about my sister's wedding? And it's very important. And it's delayed. And my God. And what the top people do? Are they sleeping or what?
I don't know what they're doing there. It's, they're blaming each other now. They're talking about it's Meralco's fault that the power went out.
Meralco. I don't think Meralco will be big blame for that.
Well, they fixed Meralco said they fixed the problem within 2 minutes of when the breaker tripped. They had the power back on, but the problem was at the airport. They didn't.
Abaya is managing for that. Then what he's doing is sleeping, and he said that he preferred 10 generator. What happened with that?
They're not working. 10 generators somewhere. They don't even work.
24/7 is often. They are working and they paid a lot. Then what happened?
Yeah, it's bad. The administration doesn't have a handle on what's happening at that airport, and it's so busy.
How about if that time my grandmother is in that line? How many thousands Filipinos and foreigners waiting for that? I can't believe it. Where they can even use the toilet as the other people waiting there, and the Filipino people is sleeping in the floor. Then they have their luggage because they're so tired waiting for almost
the
6
they
hours.
They can't check in.
Yeah, they fall asleep. Then they have their luggage, and I heard that got stolen. Their stuff got stolen.
Wow.
Where's the security? It's blackout. The security's gone.
Yeah, that's also what happened before with the bullet scam. They're putting bullets in people. At Manila International is terrible, and it's part of the problem of the current administration from what everyone is saying. So hopefully to the next administration you kind of fix this problem with
especially it's so hot and I'm melting like patty melt.
So what should I think we should give some tips to the passengers that for traveling in the Philippines, because believe it or not, this happens a lot. I think we will give you some tips, so stay tuned with something in the Philippines.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Straight from the Cockpit. I'm your host, Captain Berman Blaze McGee, and Joanna. So we were talking about the blackout in Manila International. So Joanna, just tell me what's some tips for our people to do when they're traveling here in the Philippines.
First, I think for the first tip I think that I can suggest is maybe before you can go to the flight, you can just ring the airlines you're gonna fly in, and ask if there's a problem or delayed in your flight, so you can come there
Yeah, that's a very good
early,
idea.
or you can cancel your flight, or so you don't have to waste your time going there.
Yeah.
And second, maybe you can just bring your pillow or a little blanket, or so you don't have to stress out, covering where you're gonna go sleep in the floor or like that. Then maybe bring some lots of bottled water and medicine for headache medicine.
Then
You
to
get
travel, you
headache if
need
you have the
medicine.
delayed,
Yeah.
you have to get the headache medicine at least for that thing.
So bring your Tylenol.
Panadol, yeah. As about you, Mr. Vermont, what do you suggest as foreigner, and I'm Filipina and I'm living here in the Philippines, what you can suggest for us to, as you're living in the United States or in America?
I think the Philippines is
Mhm.
unique with the issues that you have with infrastructure,
Mhm.
but I would say that definitely download the apps to get the updates on your
Mhm.
flight status and things like that.
Yeah.
Kind of watch the news for traffic because that's a
Mhm.
big issue here.
Mhm.
And get there as early as possible.
Yeah, I think
That's
so
the
too.
best thing is get there as early as
Mhm.
possible.
Yeah.
Check into your flight, and then that way you can kind of just relax.
Uh-huh.
Go to the restaurant and
Mhm.
wait for your flight. But definitely, always check before going to the airport.
Yeah, that's
Delays are
delays
common here.
Especially in the Philippines, and
Always
more worse.
late.
I thought I'm always dreaming of to be a top. We're gonna join in the top in effort now in the Philippines, but now newspaper that were top 10
Worst.
worst
Yeah.
effort in the Philippines.
Actually,
At least we get top
actually,
10.
it used to be the worst in the world. It was named the worst
Oh
before,
my
but
God!
now it's
I was waiting for at least comment. I expect that. I hope next time it will be good.
yes.
Good. I hope next
The next president. Oh.
will change that. Not just things that not just all the time money, corruption. I hope it will
Yeah.
stop. Just for
Here in the Philippines.
Not just airport. We have lots of railways, all the transportation,
Yeah,
not just
everything
the airport,
with the
everything. I
So
hope
DOT,
so.
we're talking to you, Department of Transportation of the Philippines.
Mhm.
You have to fix your infrastructure.
Mhm.
So that's our edition from Straight from the Cockpit.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
and Joanna again.
Stay tuned. Segment of Cabin Chat.
Yeah. See ya.
The Straight from the Cockpit. I'm your host, Captain Berman Blaze McGee, and my beautiful
Joanna.
co-host Joanna. So, welcome to this edition of Cabin Chat.
Yeah.
So
Here again.
we talk about what's everyone's talking about when you're flying on their travels, going anywhere, just hanging out in the cabin and talk. So it's politics,
Politics.
It's right now campaign
Number one,
season,
especially is going to election already.
It's
Good
it's
topic.
underway here in the Philippines,
Mhm.
and their elections.
Elections.
So I follow this quite closely because it's entertaining to me. I see
All
the media is
funny,
talking about Grace Poe, she's not Filipina, and then they say Duterte is a
Yeah,
playboy,
but
and Binay is corrupt.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Yeah,
It's the
but
politics.
being you said graceful is not Filipina. Being
Yeah.
Filipina doesn't mean you need to be, you have to live here in the Philippines. You have to be. I think as Filipino, it's more important is blood, not
Yes,
just.
yes.
It's not just where you grow up, where you
Yeah.
anything like that. It's
So the
nothing-
fact that she's born
Yeah,
here
yeah,
and she's a Filipina,
yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah, why it always need to be like that? Need to be, you have to be that. But I just don't understand that, from being adopted, it's turning to
Yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah.
in politics they do that. In
Yeah,
politics here it gets
yeah.
really dirty, just like
yeah,
everywhere.
more one that it's not just in the history. It's better new.
Yeah.
Something fresh, not just by blood, by blood, by blood. That's
Yeah.
why now Philippines is still the same.
Yeah.
It is running by blood and blood and blood and blood. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
So now we get someone new, someone fresh.
yeah,
So that's,
something fresh for me, Filipino. I want something fresh, something strong, something can protect the Philippines.
so
Not
you like
just,
the dirty.
Yeah,
It's the flavor.
yes. We all have the personal stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I know. But you know,
everyone
the
can be playboy.
yeah,
You know.
well, the media makes it. The media makes it like that.
Yeah,
They make it seem like
yeah.
But,
They
but,
just always want to talk about something to talk. Something
on
up they
the
put up
words.
on the words they can. So it's something to talk about.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
other about his job.
it's good. He
Yeah, there's
does a good
nothing
job as
about
the mayor of
not
the
like
Davao.
other from I heard from the news that other people say to other party like all
It's
just
dirty politics.
yeah
So-
they spend lots of money for advertise and stuff like that and Philippines, like example, Santo Papas come here, whatever, then they cover up a lot of like dirty houses, like all poor
Yeah.
people to make up and spend a lot of money. How other people or other countries say our own how
Yeah.
poor we are and how can we other people can help us if they trying to cover up what's wrong with the Philippines.
Yes.
And I think that's not really good with
They
the
don't
country.
really see the real Philippines.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't really because they keep covering up.
Well, what do you think about now? The Balikatan is here.
Yeah.
With all the
But-
joint forces, we have Japan, we have the U.S. and
Yeah, Balikatan now is happy because for the like all those tourists are working to the hospitality
yes.
management. Then it's help because they can buy the drinks, they can rent the room for us like that, and we
Yeah.
get a lot of guests. But I'm afraid also that maybe we'll
He's talking about
yeah.
a soldier in the U.S. Marine.
Yeah, I hope it not will gonna happen. But it's
Yeah.
good that they're here to help us in other parts. That it's good that they're here. I think it's helping us because of the
It's
China
what-
thing.
Yeah, it's helping with dealing with the Spratlys.
Yeah,
The
Spratlys.
dispute in the Spratlys
Mhm.
with China coming in, just taking the island. So now with all the joint military forces here, we have the U.S. Air Force,
Yeah,
the U.S. Navy, the Japanese Navy.
Yeah, all
They have two
the
submarines here, so it's really a good thing. I
Uh-huh.
think it's around 5 to 10,000 joint military
Military.
forces here, so it's really good.
That
Well,
they're
it helps the economy here,
Yeah,
and of
help
course,
a lot.
I know a lot of the Filipinos
Yeah.
are looking for love, and they think
Oh, number
it's
one.
going to happen.
Oh my God.
So
I hope next time. I hope.
So-
oh, OMG. But anyway, I hope just on my part that I hope it not will happen again. And I hope this candidates of running president, the next president will do action, not just anything will die or about
Yeah.
the blackouts or whatever.
Yeah,
I hope it will be fixed for Filipino.
straight from the cockpit, and in this segment, rotor wash. So I gotta tell you, rotor wash is all about this total BS and bullshit that's going on out there. And I gotta tell you, this Sheriff David Clark up in I think it's Milwaukee.
Yeah.
His own people, Black Americans, talk about, Black lives don't matter and all this kind of stuff.
Why is Black matter? There's
I
a
don't-
lot of important people like black people manage like Obama.
No, but was talking about because they're standing up because of police brutality and
my
the
God.
murders by the police, and he's saying that he's speaking for the police. Let me tell you, there's good police and there's bad police.
Yeah, that's truth. Especially
So-
here in the Philippines.
It's everywhere, so you can't just say, hey, that none of these police did anything wrong and that, it's okay that they kill someone. I don't care what color they are. I'm not a supporter of the Black Lives Matter group because I don't like groups like that, how you going to say lives matter when you're not actually out there, when there's black on black crime in other cities and all this type of stuff, there's drug use, drug dealers, all this in neighborhoods. So I'm not a really big supporter of them, but I also don't like the sheriff that's just downing his own people. You're like Uncle Ruckus, so, what the hell, it's total rotor wash. So,
Yeah.
that's my thing on that today.
For me, ano bullshit? You're talking about bullshit now. You let me work for one day preparing for this shit. Then now I don't know what to say. I don't even know roll wash or whatever in the English words. I think this is for me. This is like bullshit, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it in the
Said, she's perfect,
I don't have idea of this. I feel nervous. I feel bullshit inside me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what that black or anything. I just know myself.
Yeah,
Oh my.
Glad to have you
Yeah.
and welcome to the show. So we're glad.
Thank you.
So thank you.